Okay, good.
Yes,
Yes.
there's a delay.
Welcome to
Okay,
Echo
we're on.
Central. All right, I guess we're doing it, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we'll live with it, I guess, for now. Hello, it is the Astro Hour, SBAU Astro Hour, a weekly vlog where my friends on the Zoom screen and myself delve into the depths of the universe. And doggone it, if we don't check into cutting edge cosmology with all the new stuff. It's all for the Santa Barbara Astronomical Unit, Santa Barbara, California's longtime astrophysics and telescope club. I'm Ronnie Heron, and here's what we'll be talking about this week for our episode number 239, September 22nd through the 28th. Darker night skies, and we're going to check out the only other galaxy we can see with our nude eyes, our undressed eyes. Using the scope, though, it's good old M31 Andromeda. Autumn equinox, when the sun hits the equator right on, is just about to happen this hour, as a matter of fact, any moment. One showpiece of the fall is the double cluster in Perseus. Tomorrow, Tuesday, Neptune reaches opposition. Like Saturn, it's visible all night long. Find Saturn, and you'll find Neptune. The moon, Mars, and Virgo's brightest star are going to meet in a triple conjunction just after sunset. Asteroid 2 Pallas is stationary now in the constellation Aquila. And we got a small asteroid called 2025 PN7 that is tagging along Earth's orbit, wants to be a moon. Call it a rescue moon, our second, I guess. You can find us, our club, online at sbau.org. Find us in action at countless outreach events with our telescopes or at our first Friday general meetings and second Saturday outdoor star parties up at the beautiful Santa Barbara Museum of Natural History. Our guest speaker for October 3rd, UC Berkeley's Dr. Alex Filipenko. Now let's meet the gang, shall we? These are the crew members of the Starship Astro Hour. Our commander at the cockpit is Jerry Wilson. Jerry, good morning.
Good morning, and good morning, Joyce and Calvin and Riley.
And good morning to your lovely wife, Pat Forgy.
Yes, too, Pat.
How long you been at the helm of the club now? 8 years? Has it been?
I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I wake up screaming, but
our co-pilot of the Starship, Captain Outreach, Chuck McPartland, is our outreach coordinator. He's married to another Pat, and she is the club's merchandiser, manager, and treasurer. And we're everywhere thanks to Chuck. Science officer is Tom Whittemore, former science instructor, Thomas.
Science officer.
Editor of our club's newsletter, and he's married to Maureen.
Yep.
And doggone if our navigator's not on board, Tim Crawford, resident lens expert, longtime member, funny guy, knows his stars and his telescopes, but doesn't know a lot of other things, and I need that because I need somebody else asking questions.
That's me.
That's right. His wife is Karen. And now, no, I guess we don't have the first mate with us. The onboard Vulcan just left because we were getting feedback through his hook up to our Zoom through his cell phone.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
I'm sure he will, and I'll introduce him when he does. I wish I could get this bar thing on the left side off my screen. The minute I click on my cursor, we'll all go. It'll be the end of civilization as we know it. You know, President Jerry, here he comes, sends us for this 239th show all kinds of silly science cartoons. They're getting weirder. We got some thought provokers in there among them, but we're going to call them up now to start out. Hello, Bruce. Bruce.
Hello. I'm back now.
Buddy.
Am I delayed?
There you are. I don't hear a background yet. Feedback. But there is a whale and a next to it. Check this out. As Einstein once said, it's all relative. So if you could raise that up, we'll tell you what they're each thinking. The giant gray whale or blue whale and the smaller man, he says, you know what? Marine biology is just so fascinating. And the whale says, macrobiology is just fascinating. We're micro to him. He's macro to us. All right. This one needs some explanation. I'm sorry.
It's a little washed out too. So that'll make
okay. Wait a second.
Well, I'll read what I wrote down. A bust at Knoll House, Kent, England, UK, which proves that LTCMR data,
Lieutenant Commander.
Lieutenant Commander. All right, I didn't get periods in there, so I didn't know if that was what that was. And
That's his
another-
name.
What's his name?
His
Commander
name is
Data?
Lieutenant Commander Data.
So
He's
you
the
got it.
android on Star Trek.
You have to have been a Trekkie to understand this.
It's still kind
a
of
really-
washed out, but
Okay, it's a bust of whom?
A bust at Knowle House, Kent, England, United Kingdom, which proves that Lieutenant Commander Data was in another time travel episode we never saw. This looks exactly like the character in Star Trek, Commander Data.
Yeah, it does.
There was a Commander Data among the crew of Star Trek?
Yeah, it was a
He
android.
was an android.
You sure it wasn't Datum? It was Data.
it's
Okay.
Star
Right.
Trek Next Generation, Ron.
Yeah.
These are gummy bears. Friend says you can't make genetics easy to understand in just one image. Me, I say, look at this. We
Yeah.
can with colored gummy bears, red, yellow, white.
Yeah. Each very clever, each proportion one. Then you add in a little green. So,
When I
That
went
one's
back
really washed out too.
oh, okay.
Well,
Maybe I did the wrong one. Let's see.
to the washout hour, that's the one I had trouble. I got a B in anthropology, the only B I ever got going back to school to get my BA in history. And it was because of genetics. I could just not get that something about recessive versus strong. Are we going to call it up again?
There it
So-
is.
All right. Those are gummy bears, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you want to explain how it's very easy to see going down the.
Well, they have two parents, red and yellow, and they share the genes for this is red and yellow, and this one is yellow and red. And it depends on which one is dominant, if either one. And this one marries a green one, and so the green gets mixed in there. So the red gets this. Well, anyway,
Was that second one on
it takes a little study, but it's very clever.
Yeah.
I'm just as
No, you
confused.
take half of the red and the yellow one and add that to half the green one, and you get what's down in the next level there.
Huh. Who was the priest that got it all going with bean sprouts or something? I think
Mendel.
Mendel?
Mendel, is that who that was?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Gregor Mendel. Ah, there's Commander Data.
All right, Knowle House, Kent, England.
Boy, that does look like that actor.
Yeah.
Old Yellow Eyes.
CMR is how you abbreviate commander. I've never seen it abbreviated before. I didn't see any periods, so that's why I didn't say lieutenant commander.
He
He's just getting very sloppy in
prominent
these things.
nose, a very distinctive nose.
that actor
Okay.
Brent Spiner also was a singer, and he did an album of Frank Sinatra tunes, and he called it "Old Yellow Eyes Is Back."
Was that the strange-looking white-faced guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he wasn't in the original. That was
No.
Leonard Nimoy was there. Okay.
Well,
This is
Leonard,
not
yeah.
What? There was a Calvin cartoon, him in class. This is not it. He says Captain James Tiberius Lewis and his first officer, Mr. Clark, beamed over to the Pacific coast where they made friends with an Indian tribe called the Romulans.
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 All right, teacher goes, "Oh Lord, give me strength." The other kid said, "What?" All right, is that something I missed in
No,
history?
Calvin just has a very, very vivid imagination and attention deficit disorder.
And they were studying Lewis and Clark.
Right.
Oh,
He
okay.
conflated
But he
it with Star
he
Trek.
makes us up his own stories about.
Well, James Tiberius Clerk, I'm sorry, James, I can't even remember his last name.
James Tiberius Kirk is the
Kirk.
captain in Star Trek.
Right.
And here he is again at his desk without Tiger Hobbs. Given the pace of technology, teacher, I propose we just leave math to the machines and go outside and play. Good idea. Okay. When I buy a pack of, this is the ribs thing. When I buy a pack of dozen ribs, I only eat ribs 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. I prefer prime ribs. I was going to ask you guys, is that a subject we could talk about? Why are prime numbers important? They don't really mean anything as far
I
as
think
They're
they're,
only divisible by themselves or one.
I
that's the
understand that, but why
definition,
is
but
that? So what?
I
Does it,
think they're just a curiosity so
is
far.
that what it is? Okay.
It's,
Well, and also every number has a unique prime factorization. So that comes very important in some computer science theorems because you can take any information like you could take an encyclopedia and you decide on an ordering on your character set that you're going to encode it in.
Right.
And then, depending on the position, you use that prime number, starting with 2, um, and you raise it to the power of the ordinal point of your character. And so you can make a gigantic prime number, a single number that encodes an entire encyclopedia, for example. And it was used to prove the halting theorem in computer science.
Tim, you want to tell me what he just said?
he took the words right
Yeah,
out of my
it's
mouth.
basically I don't know what that theorem is, but basically, you can create I think you can create a number that will represent a huge study like an Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he said.
Okay, and we have a highest prime number, but we haven't
No.
got any above that. Do you know
No.
what it is? You don't know.
They've done it out to billions.
Have they really?
Wow.
I would imagine the new coming computers they're making using quantum will probably be able to go infinite.
I don't know why, but I always really am fascinated by the prime numbers because they just hold, I don't know, they just hold a special place for me because they're non-divisible except by 1. They just hold a really special place. And I don't know why that I think that, but I'll go over it with my professor Tom Whittemore here sometime, and we'll get a real definitive answer on that.
Yeah, there's lots of classes of primes. One of my favorites, the Marsan prime. I'm sure Chuck knows that one.
How
To
does a
the power
Marsan
p minus 1, to the power p minus 1, where p is a prime number. Okay.
But the first 3 numbers are all primes, aren't they? 1, 2, 3.
No, not 1. 1 is not a prime number.
1 can be
Well,
divided.
it meets the requirements. It's divisible by itself or one.
No, it's not a prime number. It's incorrect.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's sort of a theory we can kick around. Maybe we delved into quantum. So, what are we delving into this week? Or is there any more sillies on screen, Mr. President, Commander? Did we run them all? I think these are the
This is
2.
good.
Oh, God, these are the alien invaders coming to Earth, not knowing of our life cycles, the survival of the fittest.
It's being one of them is being killed by a dinosaur over here, an Archaeopteryx.
Oh, one of that's an alien on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a velociraptor, I think, that's trying to eat him.
Yeah.
Okay, so they came. Oh, are they? Well, they didn't.
And this is a kind of a meta cartoon because that quotation is sort of a variation of one from Aliens, where Sigourney Weaver
Yes.
says, I think we should just take off and nuke the entire site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Yeah, that's
Well,
it's role reversal for the aliens.
Yeah.
just remember, in space they can't hear you scream.
Yeah.
I'd say we take off and nuke the whole planet. That was the caption. Good stuff. Gets us all in a stupid, silly mood to talk about important, serious new stuff. And what kind of a night sky do we have? Is it a 7? No, not magnitude 7.
This one is probably pretty close to it. It's from my planetarium software. It's not the real night sky.
You're
Yeah,
talking
Jerry.
about at your location?
Yeah.
Say again?
The pinwheel where I was easy to pick out at my bird binoculars.
Well, at least it's not that blue thing with all the little dots that Chuck hates.
So you weren't talking about the night sky here then?
I'm talking about Boulder, Utah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Are we looking at
Well, I'm out in the desert and setting up my scope and having to align it. There are so many stars that oftentimes I can't determine which exactly is the one I want to.
We
Are we
talked
starting?
about that out at Westmont. I used to go up to the gun club and I couldn't find Cassiopeia.
Really?
What are the chances of going back to the gun club? Is there any possibility of that?
I think it's pretty zero.
Pretty zero. Okay, too bad. Good
Is
site.
there, while you're on that topic, is there any chance that we could use Refugio for a fee?
Refugio?
Yeah.
They have said that if we want to come out, we can come out. Um, it's logistically a problem for them because they have to let the kiosk people know and things like that.
Oh, I see.
But they don't mind if we drive up that other road, if we continue straight and then go off, there's a little dirt track.
Oh,
It means you might get some more headlights from the freeway and you might get a really strong light from a train going by.
yeah.
But we had outreach at the gun club. We set up our scopes up
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
really
yeah. It's
nice.
a great site.
Rarely outreach, but we used to have Messier marathons and just AU dark sky nights up there.
Yeah.
Just dodging bullets.
Well,
No,
one
they
night
closed
we
it up.
actually had to, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really a nice flat place.
Yeah.
And they do have an outhouse there.
Yeah.
If we respected their property.
Well, they used to like us because we cut down on vandalism. People used to come up there and damage the place. And
Yeah, but then I thought they started blaming us for the vandalism.
well, yeah, then they had a change of regime and they had a whole bunch of like civil wars going on. Because there was one group that wanted to bulldoze down the berms and mine them for lead.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
And they actually ended up, I mean, I heard about incidents where there was shooting at each other or at,
Oh, my God.
at
Well, that
a
has to be
vehicle,
lead.
shooting at a vehicle. And they started telling us, no, you can't come up here. And if you're a member, you can only bring one guest.
Oh, wow.
So, but this guy that just got arrested, that was their president, just got arrested for child pornography and weapons violations and drug violations. He's the one that was kind of cutting us out, but he would invite the Santa Barbara City College Club up there.
Huh.
So it's a big flat area up on West Camino Cielo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does somebody
Right across from the lizard's mouth.
Yeah.
Does it have a house? Does somebody live there, or are they just
No.
It's got buildings, but nobody lives there.
And
No.
you suppose law enforcement does their practice shooting there during the
Yes.
day?
It's locked.
Oh,
Well, they do practice on some days up there, the law enforcement.
law
Okay.
enforcement, but it's owned by
It has better capacity for long range and setting up scenarios than the normal sheriff's range that's down here by the dump.
but it's owned by a private party, not the government. Or
It's Los Padres Forest land,
oh, that's the
but they
fence.
lease it, and there's a lease agreement. And what was funny was they asked us to send in letters of support when they needed their license to be renewed to lease the place.
Really?
And the Forest Service actually loved that we were there because they call it land of many uses. They wanted to have multiple recreational uses of it. But it was shortly after they got their lease reapproved that all of a sudden, oh, we were
Yeah,
not.
we don't need you anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, well, back to astronomy here. This is a segment of our talk about the major galaxy in our skies any time of the year is Andromeda, the great galaxy in Andromeda, believed at one time to be a cloud in our galaxy, and it expanded our understanding of the universe when Edwin Hubble discovered Cepheid variables in Andromeda. He got an fairly accurate distance measurement to it, and it was clearly outside our galaxy. Now we know there are trillions of galaxies, other galaxies out there besides our own. So
Quintillions.
What's that?
Quintillions.
Okay.
Well,
I think we've cataloged trillions, however.
hi, Gene. Just a minute. Let me mute this.
So this is the
Oh,
night
it's not
sky
clear.
up here at 10 o'clock. This is the Great Square in Pegasus.
All right.
This is the constellation of Andromeda here. This is the W right there of Andromeda. The North
Cassiopeia.
Pole was over this way. And here is Merak.
Mhm.
You go right through from the pole star through the middle of Andromeda, not Andromeda, Cassiopeia to Merak. Andromeda's on one side and the Pinwheel Galaxy is on the other side. Both under dark skies, visual objects. You can see them with your eye. The Andromeda is about 8 to 10 full moons in size, so it's not a shrinking violet. It's quite large in the sky. But
It's 8 to
these are very
10?
faint.
Oh, wow. Oh, I guess it is. Yes. Okay. 5 degrees. It's about 5 degrees. Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, let's see, where's my go-to next?
I have an interesting star hop for you, Jerry.
Okay.
You know, I see from Shiat in the Great Square down to Alpheratz, you know, there's like a wheel of stars on that red line. And I started Alpheratz and just count to 3, not from Shiat, but down to Alpheratz. And you just count to 3, 1, 2, 3 over to Merak, and then you go 1, 2, 3 up the line to Andromeda, and then 1, 2, 3, and then slightly upright, and that'll take you right to Andromeda every time.
Right. And going the other way will take you right to M33.
It'll take you to M33. You're exactly right.
And the part of Cassiopeia that looks like a nice arrowhead also kind of points to it.
Oh, okay.
But stupid question from your host here, if you don't mind. Everything in the universe is flying apart from each other except for Andromeda.
No, not except for Andromeda, except for things that are gravitationally bound.
So there are other groups of galaxies that are going toward each other just like we are with.
Yes.
Yes.
And same with the large and small clouds of Magellan in the southern hemisphere.
Yes. And every star you see in here is not flying away.
Oh, huh.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, you can think of the stars or the universe on the surface of a balloon, and the balloon is expanding. So everything is expanding from everything else.
But not things that are
I like
gravitationally bound. So it's like your
Yeah, right.
your little drawing of a galaxy that you stick on the balloon stays roughly the same size.
Right.
Oh, huh.
Okay, we just happened to be formed early on, 14 billion years ago, but not close, and suddenly we're where's it coming from or why?
I don't think there's a we 14 billion years ago.
Yeah.
Well,
I
the
think
stuff that
we
made
are
us.
closer to 4 billion years ago.
Oh, yeah, right.
Here-
Us.
And anyway, I won't go into that. This is a very nice and well-processed image that an amateur may take. I think I attributed it to someone here.
That is nice.
Yeah, visible. Yeah, this is and it's got 2 satellite galaxies here and here. And this shows the veins of these dark veins in here are clouds of dust, not missing stars. Although there are arms where the stars are more dense and there's areas where it's less dense. But these dark things are actually dark clouds that are not illuminated. Now, this is the earliest drawing of the constellation of Andromeda. And I have the caption and the talking points. And so there's 2 fish here. There, see, there's eyes and eyes, snout and snout.
Oh, yeah.
And Andromeda is, the galaxy is right down here at the snout of the lower fish. So it was noted visually, as you can read from the caption.
Yeah.
Like the cartoons, you're going to have to expand it, I think.
Oh, you want it bigger?
Yeah, if you could. I can't read it.
Well, Ron,
Don't forget to read from right to left.
Oh, it's not even English. I'm sorry. I just saw scribbling caption at the bottom.
I can't read it either, Ronnie.
That class I took in Swahili didn't do me any good at all, damn it.
it's Arabic.
Yeah, oh, is it okay?
This is the first photograph ever taken from Earth of the Andromeda Galaxy in, I think it was 1885 or 1888.
Wow.
That's just amazing. That's
1888.
amazing.
Is
Yeah,
that did it daguerreotype, you think?
I think it was, yes. It's not
Wow.
terribly high resolution. It's real grainy.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
pretty good for 1988. I
Yeah.
mean, 1888. Be
But
good in 1988.
they
With an
thought it was a
amateur
nebula
program.
back then. They thought it was a nebula.
They thought, yeah, this the guy Lord Ross in Ireland with his had the biggest telescope in the world. It was a 6 foot in diameter mirror, and he was the first one to record, I believe, record a number of nebula as spiral nebula because they could see the spiral shape of it. And you can kind of see a spiral shape to this
Yep.
galaxy, this galaxy here, but they didn't know they were outside our galaxy. They just thought they were happened to be spiral shaped clouds in our galaxy.
I got a question up at Westmont on this, and I think that somebody was asking when it was known it was another uh, galaxy, and I said I attribute it to Hubble. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
In
good.
in the 1920s, 1927, I think,
Or
Oh, okay,
23. Yeah.
20
okay.
somewhere.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wrote VAR on the lower right arm.
The what?
VAR, he wrote on it.
Oh, not on this picture.
Variable.
This
I
is
know
not a
that.
Hubble picture.
I know that. You were just talking about Hubble. That would have
Yeah.
been 30 years
Yeah.
later.
In
oh
his
yeah,
yes.
yeah, right. I know I know what you're saying, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim, did you know what he used to chew?
No.
Hubble gum.
Okay, he's
Make no,
back.
make no apologies here for Mr. Whittemore.
The standard phrase in a movie I saw once was, "You're a card and need to be dealt with."
That's a good line.
Okay, this is an enhanced picture of the Andromeda Galaxy, and it's got narrowband hydrogen alpha in red artificially added into this picture to show where there's active star formation regions in the Hubble galaxy, in the Andromeda Galaxy, just like the Orion Nebula in our galaxy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's 32. The one that's closer to M31 is M32, just above Andromeda,
bulbs.
and
Yeah.
below is 110.
Yeah. Now, this is
Yeah.
also called NGC 205. Some people do not recognize the Messier 110 here.
Oh,
Yeah, but they did find it in his
Notes.
logs.
Yeah.
And what's really cool, David Larson often will bring his little Sea Star 30, which will image almost all of the extent of the Andromeda Galaxy, and he was showing spiral structure in M110
Okay.
oh
in
my
one of his
God.
images. I
I
mean,
don't
it
even
was
see
pretty
spiral structure
impressive.
in here.
Yeah.
Although I do
Well, that's
see a cloud
overexposed.
there.
That's why.
Yeah, it's overexposed here.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see a hint of it.
Yeah.
Well, he also stole my thunder on M17 the other night. Boy, he had a great image of that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Anyway, um,
Hubble.
from Hubble, which is represented here as the telescope, and looking at Andromeda to try and measure how big it is, because there is a galaxy there, and we're structured the same way. We have our galaxy, our obvious, if you were looking out the porthole of a spacecraft from the right position, you'd see our galaxy like this. But the galaxy actually has a halo around it. The halo is gas, dust, and individual stars that have been, for some reason, eliminated from the galaxy. They were unpopular or something. And so using Hubble, we can see from dimming of the starlight from other stars, having to look through the halo around Andromeda, we can actually figure out how big
Oh, wow, that's how they did that.
yeah. So this is a circle that is 2 million light years out here, and they can just detect at limits of that. They can detect a dimming out here at well, out here this is 4. There's no halo detected at 4, but even this one, which just narrowly misses. Spoonerisms are taking over here. You can see that they just missed it, but you can see the halo. Our galaxy in proportion is believed to be approximately 1 million light years across, whereas we traditionally think of our galaxy as having diameter of about 100,000 light years for the easy bright spot. But depending on how you define how big the galaxy is, we could be a million light years in diameter, or possibly 2.
Yeah, I'd heard the number 2.
What's that?
Are those 2 little
I had heard the number 2.
Yeah, I've heard big numbers too, all over the place. But
well, I mean, if the stars in that halo are gravitationally bound, then they're part of the galaxy.
yes. Okay.
And that means our halos are almost touching or beginning to touch.
That's right.
Yeah, right. I've read that too.
I read that recently that the probability of our colliding with Andromeda is now significantly less than 50%.
Yeah.
So apparently we're gonna be drive-by shooters for a while there.
And Tim, that's because we know the radial velocity, how it's moving towards us, but we don't know the transverse velocity, how it's moving at perpendicular to that.
Yes.
Oh,
So it could be moving enough to go into orbit, say, or not. Or escape.
I've got a Ronnie question on this scale here. Is that Hubble or Webb? That's Webb, isn't it?
That's
This is
Hubble.
Hubble.
Okay, now how would Hubble try to guesstimate the width of the Andromeda galaxy? It's not going to be parallax, right?
No, we know the distance to Andromeda, and you can see the width of it. You can see it on photographic plates, how wide it is. I guess I don't understand your question.
I think I just don't the size of Andromeda galaxy, the main size, not the halo.
Oh,
but
we know the apparent size and we know the distance. So a little trig will give you the actual size.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And trig is giving you this halo size too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the angle you have to put the Hubble at to, stop seeing that dip.
Right.
Is that why our Milky Way galaxy suddenly got bigger and it's more than 100,000 because of the halo that's out there?
Nah, well, some of that is just from better measurement of hydrogen emitting, hydrogen gas regions that are emitting radio waves, and also just things like Gaia that are measuring positions of stars.
But there are little scattered stars out there in this halo, right?
Yeah, that's what you're measuring here.
And they're formed from that very gas. It's like a giant nebula around.
Not out there, and it needs thick gas to form stars. So these stars were formed in the galaxy, but they were flung outward through a 3-body interaction where stars came near each other and they spun around, and then one of them got flung out.
Yeah, so they're either scattered objects or they're objects that formed early on in the formation of the galaxy when it may have had a greater extent.
Right.
For the clouds.
But there's probably just as much likelihood of life on those places, on those stars, planets, as any that the star still has its same heat, same light, same Goldilocks zones. There's probably not as many stars in their night sky.
In fact, it's better. It's a higher chance there than it is near the very core of the galaxy, because there it's crowded and you get lots of supernova explosions and bad radiation and other nasty stuff.
Yeah, this would be a more benign situation out there.
Now this one's really, really washed out. All we can see is the red.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know there's colors.
I didn't know there was gonna. Okay.
So I asked a good Ronnie question, huh?
Yeah, it's close. Well, you knew, Tim, how big the Milky Way is, and I think Andromeda is just a little bit larger, isn't it?
That goes back and forth.
It goes, yeah, I never know what to tell people. I kind of just say about 150,000 light years across. And
Yeah, or just say comparable to us.
yeah, that's probably the best answer because really hard.
Okay.
But they've got more than twice the number of stars that we have.
Well, yeah,
I
that goes
think they're
back and
about
forth.
equal nowadays. That's the current thing.
Really?
Yeah. So this is, can you see this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. This is an attempt to do a Hartsprung-Russell diagram for galaxies, loosely. So they have red sequence galaxies, blue cloud galaxies, and the green valley in between. Both us and Andromeda are in the green valley. That is, we're leaving a time period of intense star formation. We still have star formation, but we're heading into according to this diagram, a gas depleted time period where we're not generating them like we promised we would, but the voting's over. So yeah, so this is
And so the intense star forming region is the blue cloud, and the red sequence is when you run out of gas.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
we're
Yeah.
in here.
So we're going up.
Yeah.
On this one, yes.
Red
We're
sea.
going down in energy from high energy photons to low energy photons.
But these colors don't correspond to like star.
No, they do. Blue is hot and luminous. Red is dwarf, and dim and stuff.
Got it.
So at first, the really hot big stuff, they have short lifetimes. So a galaxy that's producing a lot of stuff, they have a lot of young blue stars. Then after those stars die out, we see this in clusters too. Once the cluster has lost all its hot blue young stars, then it becomes a red dominated cluster.
So we're going to become red dwarfs.
Yeah,
Well-
don't hold your breath. It's a long time.
Okay.
Okay, today,
Yeah.
Actually, just about 10 minutes ago, right?
yeah, about that, yeah.
Wow.
The
Wow.
autumnal equinox. Now you see this is our orbit around the sun. This is the sun. And you can see the 23-degree tilt of the Earth's axis. This little line there is our equator. And at the winter solstice, most of the sunlight, straight line to the sunlight, the sun is most intense south of the equator. So the south of the equator has summer. And here the sun is most intense north of the equator. So we have summer in the north hemisphere. But at the two equini, the sun is shining most intense right there where the orbital line and the equator cross. So the sun is, a few minutes ago, was shining directly down on the equator of the Earth. So the day and night in the northern and southern hemisphere is the same. The sun rises and sets the same. So
Yeah, Jerry, if you want the exact Latin, it'd be equinoces. Noces.
Do you suppose
for
they feel
plural.
it?
That's plural. Yeah, nox
Plural.
noces.
Okay,
Nox
good.
noces. Yeah.
So it doesn't follow octopi. What happened to octopi?
Would the people in the tropics right on the equator feel any difference at all? Is it suddenly a little hotter and then they're going to wait till the next solstice?
I don't think people on the equator feel a big difference.
But there's no
Would it be
seasons.
octanoches?
They're what?
Is it octanoches?
I think they just what kind of rum they're drinking, they just changed.
And also, Ronnie, the atmosphere induces a lag in the heat. Not so much at the equator, but more so at the north and south poles, where the hottest part is usually after the solstices, hottest or coldest part.
Yeah.
But the whole concept of seasons, spring, summer, fall, that's only for the upper and the southern parts of the earth. In the middle, it means nothing.
That's
It
correct.
means very little. They
That's
might have
right.
rainy or not rainy.
Right. They would
Yep.
tie whatever weather they're having to the season. And that's the reason that these things are named. And it's from ancient times, people needed to know when the cycle of the year was passing, where they were, what to plant, what animals to run down and kill, because after a while they're going to be somewhere else. So they tied their entire life cycle, whether they were hunter-gatherers or farmers, they tied it to these seasons. That's why we have the moons as a subunit of the equinox, the harvest moon and the worm moon and the planting moon. And so.
What do you suppose, what kind of plants, trees, etc., live inside the Arctic Circle or the Antarctic Circle? Well, there's probably not much to land at all in the Arctic Circle except Antarctica.
There's
They
no
don't have
land. The Arctic
what?
Circle is above 3,000 meters of water.
Mhm.
What but still part of Alaska and northern Canada and Russia's got the Arctic Circle. What plants can
Oh,
go
okay.
how many 4 months without any photosynthesis? How do they live?
That's why they have seasonal plants, not decidual plants, not
They just shut down like a
Or
bear.
or
Yeah.
or pine-like trees,
yeah, I forget the name for those.
conifers.
There's also like in the mountains, there's a tree line above a certain latitude. You're not going to get things except lichen and low plants because the conditions are just too severe.
And
But
how do they make food without sunshine?
oh, they
They
do.
hibernate.
Yeah,
Very slowly.
they hold their breath.
Well, plants hibernate just like bears do. Interesting. Okay, so we got 3 months for till the next solstice.
Yeah, we go around here, and then the next one will be December 21st.
In that neighborhood, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be the shortest day of the year.
Hey, Tom,
Yeah.
on the equator there, that'd be a great place to put a museum with the Foucault pendulum.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't move. It doesn't move
Yeah.
at all.
How much lighter do we weigh if we're on the equator? Pounds?
It's some small percentage
Yeah.
Lighter, not heavier?
lighter.
Lighter
We're on the
Oh.
outside. We're on
because of the bulge, Tim.
Oh,
the, we're
Close
on
to the top of the floor.
the park, the kids' park carousel. We're on the outside, not inside, in the middle. We're being
Okay, what's the value of the
That's
Earth's
a frame of
gravitational field at the center of the Earth?
Ooh,
Zero.
zero?
Zero.
Yeah, there's no gravity at the center of the Earth.
Right.
And what's interesting is if you could drill a tunnel
Yeah.
where you are right through the center of the earth to the other side and you jumped into it
Mhm.
and ignore air resistance, what would your oscillation period be? Going where you'd reach the other surface, far below you, and then
Yeah.
you would fall back down toward the core and you'd come back to where you started. With no air resistance, you'd just yo-yo back and forth.
90 minutes.
90 minutes. It's like
Yep.
the orbital period for a low Earth orbit satellite.
That's a fun problem in physics to prove. It's an
90 minutes.
You
Yeah.
also have to ignore the heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's estimated the core of the Earth is hotter than the surface of the sun.
and to go straight through, we wouldn't end up in China, would we? Would be where? In the Indian Ocean?
Somewhere like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah, there used to be a movie, wasn't it? Jules Verne, Journey to the
Center of the Earth.
Journey to
Yeah.
the center of the Earth.
Mhm.
You're gonna have to
These
show me the
days,
math
on
on
the
that one,
internet,
Tommy.
you've got people that will tell you there's Nazi submarines there and on the moon.
Okay, we're in the night sky again, Mr.
Okay,
President.
this
You
time
wanna-
we're looking at one of my favorite objects in the sky, not the two nebula, but the double cluster,
Oh boy. Yep.
and Persei. So it's over here in this region of it's between Cassiopeia and what's this constellation?
Perseus.
Perseus. Yeah, thank you.
That was really nice the other night.
Yeah, these are definitely summer and fall constellations. You can see the double cluster very nicely this time of year. Okay,
fog
we have to
looking
change
through
the
here
other one
tonight.
because this software thinks this is my last.
Oh, showing your last.
It doesn't
Item,
keep track
was
of
it?
things.
Is that it?
No, we're just changing.
Just getting started, Ronnie.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did add some new pictures to our first
And
round.
we may not get to those, but we'll try it. And we'll just do it next time if we don't get to them this time.
It is baffling that as you pointed out, Jerry, that Messier didn't include these in his catalog.
Yes. They're actually a naked eye object.
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah,
That was
Easily,
my
yeah.
question.
Yes.
Yeah, well, he
Well,
started sticking in things like the Pleiades because he heard about Herschel adding all kinds of stuff to his catalog and getting stuff from the king, and he figured if he added enough stuff, he'd get into the French Academy of Sciences. So he added stuff like the
Oh, that's why he did that.
like the Pleiades, and
Well, it
so
started out as
he did get elected. It worked.
yeah.
Nowadays we call it padding.
Yeah.
Patty, right. Okay. So there is difference in the two clusters. First of all, this one has a number of red giant stars in it
Mhm.
there. And if you look at this, when it's not fully dark, for some reason that accentuates these reddish stars, and it's easier to see them. They really stand out. So, but it's a very nice object to look. And this is about 1 field. This is about 1 degree, I think, if I remember right.
1.5.
1.5. Okay.
Yeah, no, the upper one, Jerry, that always has a beautiful necklace. You can kind of see it upside down.
Yeah.
The upper one, I always show right in the middle. There. That's an upside down necklace. It's just a little overexposed.
That's 884, isn't it, Tom?
I think so.
I think 869 is the one with the red giants.
Yeah. Kind of getting the necklace now.
Okay.
Oh, variation of a stupid question I've asked before. Since our sun and us are not in a cluster, and our nearest star is what, 4 light years away, if we were orbiting a star in one of those clusters, would some of our neighbor stars be just literally light months away, light weeks away?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Some of these clusters are very big,
Mhm.
and they're not real dense. I think you'd have to get into a globular cluster to get into where you could read the headlines of a newspaper in your backyard at night, starlight.
Yeah.
Well,
So I'd have to get out my calculator to answer your question.
science doesn't know the average distance between all those stars clustered
No,
together. The
Science,
cluster.
science doesn't know. Science figures out.
Well, I figured out that our closest neighbor is 4.5 light years away, right?
Yeah.
So you got to be closer than that. We're
Yeah.
not-
Well, science knows, but I don't.
Ron, also they can be distributed in distance from us so that they look like they're close from our point of view, but they actually aren't.
Really? There's no possibility we're in a cluster, that we just don't see it.
We were once.
We were in a oh,
We're part of the Ursa Major Moving Association, and if you were far enough away, it might look like a straggly little cluster.
well, if you get too close, you become a binary after a while, or you collide. That doesn't happen very often. I wonder if there's a minimum distance between stars in a cluster before they're suddenly.
Well, it depends on their masses and their velocities, so it would be unique in each case.
Oh, they're all moving.
And the gravity.
Yeah.
Okay, 11 o'clock at night on the 23rd to tomorrow night. Neptune and Saturn, and they'll be this way all week. Neptune and Saturn are close to conjunction. You will see Saturn. You won't see Neptune with your eye. You'll need a scope or binoculars to see it. It's about 7th magnitude or 8th magnitude, as I recall. And this is, if you look, this is a close-in look at Saturn. You can see Titan down there. But I did this because there's an object named PG7. I couldn't find it in any other catalog. 197387, and it's a very small galaxy.
Yeah.
So this is your challenge for the week. If you're looking at this, see this galaxy.
Yeah, good luck, Jerry.
Magnitude 17, yeah.
Yeah, magnitude 17.
Yeah, it's very
That's
faint.
That's
Not
Plutoville.
our stars.
Take a long exposure.
Yeah.
But it's odd that
With the light pollution we have, what's the limiting time that you can, before you just washed out by the background?
well, that's the
What
sky fog
magnitude?
level. That's basically your Bortle sky limit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're probably like a Bortle 7.
Yeah, you're not going to see this even with you need a dark sky sight. Let's put it that way.
What is Portal?
Okay. So on the morning, on the evening, Wednesday.
Just a quick one, Jerry.
Go ahead.
If anybody looked for this, but there was a triple, what do you call it? Triple conjunction. It was Friday morning. Unfortunately, where we were, it was a little rainy in Boulder, Utah.
We
But
covered
it
that
was
last week. Last month.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I couldn't be here.
Okay.
But it was Venus, Regulus, and the moon. We saw it the next morning, but the moon had already moved about 13 degrees towards the sun. And I can tell you, I've been watching Venus dive below Regulus morning after morning after morning. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
It's
what
on the
Tom
way
was
to the
talking
evening
about
sky.
was in the early morning, and now we're getting the moon is now whipped into early
Evening, yeah.
evening.
Mhm.
It's a very, very thin crescent. It's going to be very beautiful. It sets a half hour after sunset, I believe, but it's in conjunction with Mars and Spica.
Mhm.
And this is the rays from the set sun.
Yeah, that's going to be tough for us.
Software shows it as dark, but it's not going to be this dark.
Plus, there's going to be all the muck in the sky down there low.
Yeah.
Mhm.
God,
And
those phases are
this
going
is
by
not
fast.
a scene from my backyard. Okay.
Next
Gotta
on
be
the agenda.
Palace.
Jerry, if you go back to the previous one, I got a little story to tell people.
Bet you there's a
Okay.
punchline.
No. So
Well,
do you
there's-
see that star? It's kind of directly above the west point, above the horizon, called Vendemiatrix.
I was just looking at that.
You see that, Tim?
Yeah.
That means the
Yeah.
grape gatherer. And in ancient Roman times, when the sun would be near that, you would go out and harvest your grapes for your wine.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, neat.
Is there a meaning of vendor matrix?
The gatherer. Gatherer of
Gathers. Yeah.
Gather.
Probably
I
vineyard.
say Vendemiatrix.
Vendemiatrix.
Right.
That's a neat name.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? Yeah.
I'm going to
This is the
stick
kind of
with
stuff you'll get in those old
Zubin
books that I have.
Yeah, those are the good ones. Zubin al-Shamali and Zubin al-Janubi.
Yeah, my faves.
The claws.
Yeah, those are the best.
This is the asteroid Pallas,
Okay.
right next to Altair.
Mm-hmm.
The signature for Altair for me is these two wingmen that it has,
Mm-hmm.
and Beta, Aquila, and here we have Pallas flying out there too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Now, this is a process of construction. Pallas has not been visited, so you can get a good close-up view. But as it rotates, you can take different pictures of it, and our software processing algorithms are getting very good. So even though you can't visually pick out things, you can spot features, correlate features for a rotation with this rotation period. And so they have actually mapped now the surface of Pallas, and they've labeled officially its major features.
Mm.
So they have, even though this is what you get from the really oversampling an image, it's not resolved.
It's really washed out here in this display on my system, but it doesn't make much difference because it's subtle stuff anyway.
Yeah, you're going to get it washed out anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
How big is Pallas?
Oh, it's in the talking points.
It's in a couple of 100 miles across.
Oh, okay.
It's the second biggest asteroid out there, I think, or the third.
It's a dwarf.
It's brighter than Juno, but it's smaller. I think it's got a white spot on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So these are the major features spotted on Pallas. So we'll soon be, in a couple of years, I hope we'll be probing around it and get some good pictures of it.
What's the yellow?
I don't know. There's did I copy the key down?
Yeah, and down the lower left, you can see they misspelled Hopalong.
Oh, hop.
I can't.
The ones in it says there the ones in yellow have been tracked through multiple rotation phase angles.
Wow.
So they've
Okay.
been seen multiple times. So they're more certain than the ones that are in white.
Yeah.
But they're saying that you, with your telescopes, can catch these differences as it
No.
turns.
Absolutely not. They're watching it with a very big telescope as it
Yeah.
rotates.
Yeah.
Is it a dwarf like Ceres?
No.
Oh, it's
No,
not.
it's not. It's not round.
Looked round, or kind of round, I guess.
It's kind of round. Yeah.
Chuck, have you done a lot of occultations with Pallas?
I think I've done one.
Okay.
You don't get much information because we already know the orbit and everything pretty well on Pallas.
Okay.
And it tends to be brighter than the star it's occulting, so it's more difficult.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
that'd be a little hard.
Yeah, and when you gather data, you're known as a Pallas thief.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're done for the day. About 3 topics to go, but I'll get those next week.
Okay.
Does anybody know the status of that visitor, that third Oumuamua that they're classifying as a comet that's going through?
It's in Libra right now, I think. So
Wow.
really low in our western sky.
Okay.
And it actually brightened a lot quicker than they expected. It's now magnitude 13 and somebody said 12.
Wow.
Now, is this the one that's supposed to be the second moon?
No, this is the interstellar comet.
Oh,
Yeah.
the interstellar 3i.
Yeah. 3i Atlas.
Yeah.
And so you could get that with a camera in a 6-inch scope or a 4-inch scope.
Did we talk about the second moon? Was that the last one? Pallas? That's not it, is it?
No,
No,
Pallas
we
isn't
did
it.
not talk about the second moon. That ties in with our horseshoe orbits a week ago.
Right, right.
But yeah, we'll do that next time because we're at the time limit here.
That was a really interesting talking point. We'll see that next week, huh?
Yeah.
Call it a rescue moon. It wants to tag along.
I have to do a lot of filtering online nowadays because of Avi Loeb and his his followers that are claiming that all sorts of things, that the 3i Atlas is doing figure eights in the sky or something. It's
another one that popped up at one of our observations, although I didn't comment to the guy. I could hear a guy off to the side saying they're not seeing the normal comet emissions, they're seeing CO2, carbon dioxide. It's exhaust.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
yes, it's a Model T comet.
Yeah.
I get those YouTube videos that are total bunk that shows it as a spaceship, from a distant galaxy or something. Well, I guess we're going to end early and go back to take a nap or something. That's going to do it, I guess. Gentlemen, thank you for our 239th program. SBAU. Try that again. Number 240 will be next Monday as we close out the month. And
Okay.
I guess, gentlemen, we say goodnight, Gracie, a certain way in this event, this observatory, don't we?
Asta Nebula, or
Asta
Live Long and
Nebula,
Prosper, or
everybody.
something like that.
Thank you, everybody.